Hello, party people and party peopleettes. It's your man Jay.
And your man Juan.
And this is
Tech Taste Daily.
So this is the channel where we talk about everything that is geek related. We like a lot of stuff. We like robots. We like sci-fi. We like movies. We like all kind of stuff.
We like all kinds of stuff from here, there, everywhere.
We're
Daily.
everywhere like air, and we all over the place like space.
Like space invaders.
What can I say?
What do we got today, Jay?
Well, we're going to follow up on this theme that we've been talking about, which is in regards to the robots.
We like to see robots.
Not the sex robots.
No sex robots.
Because it does
it's
not
not our thing.
However, as we predicted, you know that we've been talking about the robots, and I would say, I don't know, 2 or 3 videos ago, we began speaking upon the relationship between the military and robots, and where we think they are and what they're sharing with the public, as opposed to what the media tells us. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So I think maybe before we even get into this video, for those of you that have never seen any of our videos before, let's give you a descriptions. Yeah. We'll give you a quick catch up to what we're alluding to in this video, because Juan's got a theory, and I think it should be reiterated.
Okay, so if you remember the shock and awe of, I was getting confused with Desert Storm.
It was Desert Storm, yeah.
Desert Fire.
No, it was Desert Storm, yeah.
So before Desert Storm, years before Desert Storm, there was a lot of talk of wedge-shaped or triangle-shaped UFOs flying over Nevada and Arizona.
For almost a decade, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Long ass time.
Yeah.
And what I remember, what stuck with me when I heard these things, I was working at the FAA at the time.
That's right. Yes.
I was working for Lockheed Martin.
Right.
On a services contract with the FAA. So I was placed at the FAA, but I worked for Lockheed Martin.
He was on the inside.
I got a lot of the internal, employee newsletters and stuff from Lockheed, which is where the Skunk Works was. A lot of these types of things were designed.
I remember back then you used to tell me.
Yeah, they don't tell us about the classified stuff, but before stuff goes classified, when they're doing research on these things, these are just like internal company projects that they're working on. So some of this stuff shows up in the newsletters, and then one day it becomes a black project and you don't hear about it anymore. So that's why I'm used to this idea of 1 minute you're hearing about it and the next minute you don't. And in my mind, it's like, oh, that project went black. Why gotta be black?
It's good point. I have a question for you. Do you think that it was the conspiracy theory people that were talking about that stuff, or was it regular, pilots
that were talking about
incredible?
About the launch or the wedge-shaped,
wedge-shaped, triangle-shaped.
No, that was regular citizens, like people in like Phoenix or Tempe or something in Arizona, talking about they saw some shit.
So it wasn't fringe weirdos.
No, it wasn't. I mean, it was them too, obviously.
Of course.
But what was so profound about this particular series of sightings is that everybody saw it. They were talking about it everywhere. But what I was about to say before I went down the rabbit hole there was what stuck with me is that they always said they were flying in formation.
Mm-hmm. I remember this.
Right? You never really hear about UFOs flying in formation.
Never.
But that's a very military thing.
And it was coming from people that had never spoken to each other, had never met, from different states, from different locations.
Yeah, because they were supersonic. They were going hella fast. But now I'm thinking about it. I never really talked about this out loud before, but now I'm thinking about it. There weren't any reports of these wedge-shaped aircraft doing like the zigzaggy stuff, the tic tacs.
No,
those other
they were
things
always
too.
just Yeah.
flying in formation.
Right. Yep.
Like, they were shaped like in no other aircraft that we've ever seen before.
I never thought about
but
that.
they never said it was here and it was there. They might have said it was going faster
Yep.
than we expect aircraft to.
Yep.
But they were going supersonic. So what?
So what's the punchline, my brother?
The punchline is whenever you see something in the news like robots, airplanes, AI, and then all of a sudden you don't see it in the news anymore, that usually means that it went black, it went classified, and now the DoD has it, the Department of Defense has it, or some other three-letter agency that we don't hear about that has black budgets took it over. Space Force,
CIA.
So some of the stuff that we're going to look at, if you're seeing it, like you saw the wedge-shaped aircraft in Desert Storm, that was the F-117 stealth fighter that was created decades earlier, right? You only heard about it because they're like, yeah, we got way better shit now. Let them see that stuff. That's the old school stuff.
So by the time that we saw that, just to reinforce your point, by the time we saw that, the public is like, that is amazing. We can't believe that. We've never seen no shit like that. They're like, yeah, that's from like 20 years ago. That's
yeah.
nothing.
So the B-2 stealth bomber was from the 60s.
So 40 years ago. Not even. I mean, just yeah. It's old school tech to them. To us, it's brand new and exciting. To them, it's like a dinosaur.
So the F-117, the aircraft that we're talking about now,
yes,
that F-117 stealth fighter developed from Lockheed Blue,
where he used to work.
That was the first flight was in 1981. So they were working on that for a good decade before that. So from like the 70s, they've been working on this wedge-shaped aircraft that we're talking about here. Since we're talking about, let's get a little peek at it right here.
Okay, yeah.
Bam. This is the F-117 Nighthawk.
Notice the shape.
Wedge-shaped aircraft going faster than we've ever seen an aircraft go before. Shazam.
Looking like a UFO that we've never exactly.
So, that's what you get when you get what you're that.
For real.
But anyway, so let's.
Well, wait. The thing is, you and I have been speaking about this for a couple of decades amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And our friends.
Mm-hmm.
However, we have not been public with it because there was no such thing as YouTube.
Right.
So we've only been public.
So we talk about at cocktail parties.
But we've been public with it for quite a while. I mean, I guess there's no forums that you could see us talking about it. But we've been talking about this for a minute, you guys. And
I've been saying it.
We predicted it, and now we have some anecdotal proof. You know what it means when I say anecdotal? That's not proof, but it's proof as far as we can see. So
we can see it.
Let's get into it.
All right. So Black Mirror, huh?
Black Mirror for real, says the article. U.S. military deploys robo-dogs to guard Air Force Base. Their pics are going viral. What does that mean? That means that all the stuff that me and Twan have been talking about in episodes that you can click on in the description below.
That was our first episode, was on robots.
We've been talking about this for a minute. And now we have some anecdotal proof because there are robo-dogs guarding the Air Force. I did not read this article. I just saw the headline. And now we're going to go through it with y'all.
They just quadrupled their dog patrol.
Like what?
Black Mirror for real. U.S. military deploys robodogs to guard Air Force Base. Their pics are going viral.
Nice.
The U.S. Air Force used quadruped dog robots to defend the perimeters at Nellis Air Force Base during a field test. U.S. Air Force photo credit, Twitter. In the Black Mirror episode Metalhead, which featured in Season 4 of the series, a woman attempts to survive a post-apocalyptic land space while she is chased by a machine that looked very much like a
Remember
robot
that episode?
dog.
Dog, yes.
The episode
Looked
received
just like
critical
this.
What is
acclaim
the
for
Nellis
its creativity and nail-biting
base?
chase sequences. 3 years of fictional account of a machine took the world by storm. The real representation has all but come true in some capacity. Back in May, when coronavirus was spreading rapidly across the world, a robot dog was seen politely telling visitors in a Singapore park to maintain social distance.
Oh
Word?
my
The
God.
robot
I didn't
dog
see
was
that.
I didn't hear
enlisted
about
by
that.
Singapore authorities to help halt the spread of the coronavirus infection.
Wow.
According to reports, the four-legged remote-controlled machine is built by Boston Dynamics
Of
and
course
was
it was.
first
It was so
deployed
they
in
were
a
using a
Central
Spot.
Park in Singapore for a 2-week trial. The yellow and black-colored robot dog was named Spot. Another instance of robot
Oh!
dogs being deployed for
Pause.
carrying out the task was
Pause
seen
it.
recently in the U.S.
So, man, this is rather enlightening. So, oblivious to us, they actually were using the Spot robot not for nefarious reasons. I mean, they were doing good. They were making people do social distancing, so that's good. But how many times have we predicted that these robots were going to be infiltrating civilian life? And it's only 2021, mind you.
Why was it the dog though? Why wasn't it Osimo? What happened to Osimo? I mean, I guess maybe the little doggy at the park telling the little kitties to stay 6 feet up. But why not Osimo? Is Spot cheaper?
Osimo was small and cute and not
Right?
threatening. Okay, that's why.
Is he cheaper
I
or more expensive?
I think motherfuckers would have looked at the Osimo. Okay, there's a couple reasons. Number one, Osimo was Honda. Niggas got to get paid for that. That's Honda. Well, niggas got to get paid for that shit too.
Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics is
China,
making cheese.
right? Boston Dynamics, China, right? Yeah.
So that was a terrible argument. Forget I said that. However, if you got a group of people wanting to do something and you want them to stop, what is going to prevent them from doing that? A cute little Osimo going, "Hey, won't you stop it?" Or this robot dog that's like, "Yeah, get out the way."
The little robot dog is probably like, hey, won't you stop it too?
I don't think so. Look at this. Look at
I
this.
wonder what,
look at this
what
guy,
voice
man.
they were using.
Was there a
Was it
voice?
the Terminator voice? Yeah, because it said it told people to remain.
It told
socially
people.
distanced.
Wait. What?
So if it was telling people stuff, it had some kind of voice.
I wonder if they were just using a human voice
Wait,
over
what
a
happened to the picture?
Yeah. Huh?
What's going on?
I wonder if they were just using a human voice over a megaphone. And like,
David's Pizza.
please disperse.
I guess the
Get out
picture
of the
just-
way.
I thought the picture showed his whole body.
Because that would be a lot less scary than the
3
robo-dog
years
going,
of
there it is.
fictional account of a machine took the world by storm.
Well,
The
that's
real representation
Black
has
Mirror.
all but come true in some capacity.
Yeah.
Back in May, when coronavirus was spreading rapidly across the world, a robot dog was seen politely telling visitors in a Singapore park
politely.
to maintain social distance.
Telling them
You're
to
right.
The
maintain
robot
social
dog
You're
was
right,
enlisted
you're
by
right.
Singapore authorities to help halt the spread of the
went over
coronavirus
my head.
infection. According to reports, the four-legged remote-controlled machine is built by
Remote
Boston
control.
Dynamics and was first deployed in a Central
So that's
Park
not
in
AI. It's
not
Singapore
even
for a
walking around
2-week
by
trial. The yellow and black-colored robot dog was
disappointed.
named Spot.
we should be happy.
Another instance of robot dogs being deployed for carrying out the task was seen recently in the U.S. Related news: robot dog roaming in Singapore Park politely barks at visitors to keep them apart. Video: the U.S. Air Force
politely
used
barks?
quadruped
That one
dog
barks. That's
robots
definitely
to defend the
Spot.
perimeters
How do you
at Nellis
politely
Air Force
bark?
Base during a
Ruff,
field
ruff,
test,
ruff,
according to a
ruff, ruff,
report by
ruff.
The Drive.
Okay.
As many as 60 models built by Ghost Robotics featured
60
in this
models.
month's Advanced Battle Management System (ABS).
Wait, who's
Battle
Ghost
Manager.
Beyond
Robotics?
all-terrain stability and operation in virtually
Who's
any
Ghost
environment,
Robotics? I
a
know
core
Basa.
design principle for our
Hold
legged
up.
robots is reduced mechanical complexity when compared to any other legged robots, and even traditional wheel-tracked DUFs, the company's website says.
Wait a minute. U.S. Air Force quadrupled dog robots to defend the perimeter at Nellis Air Force Base
I don't
during
like
a field
that.
test,
Quadrupled.
according to the report by The Drive.
I don't like
So
that at
many
all.
as 60 models built by Ghost Robotics featured in this month's Advanced Battle Management. I've never heard of Ghost Robotics.
They look just like Boston. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
So this guy is not Spot? I thought it said it was Spot.
No, that's Spot.
According to reports, the four-legged remote control machine
But look
was
at this
built by
dude-
Boston Ronan.
But look at this dude from Ghost. He looks just like Spot.
Yeah.
Exactly like him. Like that's the same shit. But Ghost Robotics. Why
Wait,
you got to call yourself a ghost? Ghost is dead, yo. You cannot kill that which is already dead. I don't like that at all, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, so I remember Big Dog?
Interestingly, robodogs have been around for quite some time now.
It was
Big
gas
Dog,
powered.
one of the first robodogs, was developed by Boston
Okay, well,
Dynamics
yeah, in that case, yes, I do.
2005.
And he
The
was all
latest one
loud.
seen
I
in the
remember
US
Big
is a
Dog.
much
Yeah.
advanced
Sneak up on
one
the
that,
road.
according
No,
to
you
Ghost
can't,
Robots,
nope.
is revolutionizing Legged robotics and the market for highly agile and fast teleoperated autonomous unmanned ground vehicles for the military.
So what's the punchline, Twan? You tell me what you think the punchline is, and I'll tell you what my interpretation is.
I think the punchline is the Black Mirror scary dog that's going to chase you down and kill you is coming.
Okay, maybe we agree. That's what it looks
In
like
Black
to me.
Mirror, that dog got low on battery, and all he did was lay down and let his solar panels charge him up, and he was still ready to get that ass in the morning.
And he was calling out to all his homies
Yeah, I mean,
with his GPS.
at this point,
Here we
these
are.
ones don't
Here's
have
the
weapons on
target.
them yet,
Everybody come get her.
but that thing looks pretty beefy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just took the weapons off for the photo shoot.
I agree. Have you seen them try to kick this guy over?
Not this one, but I've seen him try to.
And he
kick
just
Big Dog
sidesteps
over.
like what? What? You
Yeah,
can't
that
kick
was
me
Big
over.
Dog
What?
they
What?
did that video with. But yeah, this thing, it's got some weird little mountains and stuff on top.
What are you gonna do to
So,
this guy? You can't
I'm
shoot him.
thinking, I guarantee you this thing carries weapons.
No question.
It's like, so peep this. This is what my brain is thinking right
All right.
now while I'm looking at this. As we look up here or right here at that spot, all yellow and friendly and slightly smaller legs,
Yep,
right? He's a little
yep.
smaller, and he has a little head thing that pops up. They're not.
Oh,
showing
that's
in the
right. He
picture.
does. Yeah.
It
yeah.
looks like a little dinosaur head, right?
It's like a little
and
sensor.
it's
or
got a
something.
mouth and it's a hand, basically.
It
so
is.
It's a
Yep.
robotic arm, but it
Yep.
looks when it pops up, it looks like a little robot or
Yep.
a little dinosaur head, and it could hold a weapon, it could do whatever, right? And that's the friendly looking one. Look at this one. Its legs are thicker and more metally
Mm.
and not all plastic looking. Look how thick that bar is.
Mhm.
This thing is built to carry some stuff. Like you could probably put a 50 caliber gun on top of this thing and it could still run around.
Bro, I got bad news for you. Look at the picture of the ghost one. It looks even beefier.
Right, the legs are even beefier. So what my point is simply, this is the one that we know about. That
Mhm.
Boston Dynamics is selling and leasing. Anybody can get one. You've
Mhm.
seen those Mythbusters dudes. They've got their own spot and they've been playing around with it.
Oh,
Everybody's got
I
one.
didn't know that.
So you
okay.
can rent one. You can do whatever the hell you want
That's
with
cool.
it. This stuff in this picture here, this is much beefier looking. The feet, it's more sturdy. It can carry more. Probably has bigger batteries.
It got a military ass nigga
And-
right,
yeah, right,
right there.
You got this dude with his fucking flak jacket and helmet and shit.
Dang.
And so, anyway, my point is simply military shit. If they're showing you a picture of it, they're not showing you the classified stuff.
Mm-mm.
So all the weapons mounts and all the stuff that's probably classified, they took off of this thing before they showed it to us.
So let's do the math. It's 2021, people. What did we just tell you about the bomber? The what was it?
The F-117 stealth fighter first flown on in 1981.
So
We didn't see it until when was Desert Storm? 94? Something like that? 96?
I thought Desert Storm was after 9/11.
Was it that late? So which one came first? There was something else.
It was in like the 2000s.
So 2000,
Early 2000s.
2002.
2000, 2001. Yeah,
2002,
yeah, yeah.
2003. So, damn, that's even worse.
I'm saying.
So the first flight was in 1981, and you didn't see it in action until 20 years later.
So let's apply that math to what we're seeing now in 2021.
So they said Big Dog was it 2009?
Mm-hmm.
Big Dog, 2005.
Oh, goodness.
So Big Dog, one of the first robodogs, was developed by Boston Dynamics in 2005. So
That means we're 4 years away from seeing the 20-year upgrade of that thing. Well, we won't see it, but of it existing.
well, so wait, no, we haven't seen it yet.
Right. Oh no, you're
So,
right. So even
What you gotta recognize is that we haven't seen the shock and awe with military robotics yet.
right.
What we have seen is commercial robots before the technology gets its advanced enough that it gets classified and we don't see it anymore. Right. So the stuff with the F-117 and all that, there was articles and there was science papers about creating stealth and radar absorbing materials and radar absorbing shapes and panels and things of that nature. There was talk about that in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
But then that talk got classified and you didn't hear about that
You
anymore.
didn't hear about it
So
anymore. Yep.
think about what I'm saying and go back and check whatever you want to check.
And let us know what you think in the comments. If you disagree, you know what I'm saying? If you think we full of it, let us know.
Well, typically when you see something talked about freely and then it disappears and nothing comes of it, it didn't just go away. Like it went somewhere. Like somebody's still doing it. Somebody's still looking at it. And then 20 years later, it pops back up again. Way more advanced, obviously, because they've been working on it for 20 years. But they've been so quiet about it, which is what's got me concerned about Osimo.
We got receipts. We're not talking out of our ass right here. We got receipts, and we will.
He said receipts.
We will go up against you with our receipts against your receipts, and let's see what's what. You know what I'm saying? If you doubt what we saying, present the evidence because I think we on one, and we know what's really going on. I hope we're wrong. Prove us wrong, please. But anyway, that's it.
That's all. Watch out for the robots when they go black.
But if you like what you see and you see what you like and subscribe.
Smash it.
Or just like. Or just subscribe. We'll take either one. We would really appreciate the support.
I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers.
Oh, goodness. You feel the need to buy us some socks and drawers.
I want my pork chops and I want them smothered.
Oh, my goodness. That's what I was about to say.
All right, so watch out for the killer robots. Don't piss off SkyNet. It's coming.
It's only 2021, man. We in for it. Watch.
What he said.
Yes.
Face in the space means peace. See you later.
Tech Taste Daily.